Marine Corps, Pim.
Oh, isn't that adorable? You honestly think I'm the real deal? Your loyal director, playing hero and saving the world. Sorry, but that Hank Pym, he isn't here anymore. He's currently spending some quality time with his greatest creation, while I'm taking over operations here. That is why Kingpin smuggled me out of my cell on the rafts during that mess with the Outriders, after all. Because my biosignature gave him unlimited access to your little toys.
None of the 4 of the 7 Ps should be decided on in isolation.
Oh, a long time ago I was Hank Pym, but that part of me is dead. Now you can call me Yellow Jacket!
It's important to make sure we choose the right distribution channels. Let us use an example. This business produces French cakes and desserts.
Leave this to me.
These modern production facilities and well-educated professionals develop recipes and create delicious cakes and desserts, ready to be sold and distributed to cake-loving customers. What will
Malfunction.
impact the success of the chosen distribution channels? And subsequently, which considerations are relevant when making their choice of distribution setup?
Locking on.
Let us imagine that they had the idea of selling
They never
cakes and
learn.
desserts in rural areas
No chance.
through roadside self-service groups where customers were expected to show up
Malfunction.
and purchase the products without any
Come on.
assistance.
Work.
In this case, we could argue that they should first of all consider some market factors.
That was nothing!
Firstly, what is the location and concentration of their customers? Is it likely that they will be able to sell to a suitable amount of customers
I
with this kind
spent
of
years
setup?
rotting in that
Secondly,
cell on the
do their
rafts.
customers expect to buy these types of cakes and desserts at roadside booths?
I won't
If
go
not,
back!
It could be a
Never!
challenge to convince them of the value in doing so. Thirdly, we would advise them to consider whether the customers would be able to get the information and service expected when using this type of setup. Our recommendation for French Cakes Corporation would, amongst other factors, depend on their answers to these questions about market factors. Let us imagine another scenario where French Cakes are considering establishing a chain of French Cakes cafes, through which they will sell their cakes and desserts. In addition to the market factors which we have already discussed, we as marketers would also advise them to consider some factors about the customers, about themselves.
Omega Flight's most wanted targets are still roaming free out there. What have you been doing? We've got to lock them up by the end of the day. So? How come you're just standing here? It's a miracle anything ever gets done around here with rookies like these. Ah, finally! Someone who can make things happen. Come on, we've got a lot of work to do. And by we, I mean you.
Secondly,
Okay, here we go.
Suitable for handling in this way. And thirdly, with other types of products, complexity could be an issue. So, our recommendation for this company would, in addition to the factors already discussed, also depend on the answers to the questions about the actual products. We might also imagine that the company is keen on distributing their products through supermarkets in order to reach a large number of people from their target group in this way. In addition to the previously discussed factors, we would also ask them to consider some facts about their competitors.
Are you gonna link this video?
Firstly,
It's
which
very
tools
boring.
are the competitors using?
Let
And secondly, is it possible to achieve differentiation through choice of channel?
Locked down in the Vision Corps.
Let us imagine that in order to take all cakes and desserts, distributing the products through this chain would therefore enable them to differentiate from the competition and ultimately have a better chance of selling their
If they are
products to
working
the
together,
end
then
consumers.
they're bound to be ready for whatever move we
Our
make.
recommendation for French Cakes Corporation would, in addition to the other already mentioned factors, also depend on their answers to these questions about the competitors. So, when advising the company on their choice of distribution channels, we would look at some market factors,
¿Cómo es que fue muy la veo mucho el no en el clásico?
some factors about the French Cakes Corporation itself,
Engaging target.
factors about the products,
Systems
and
fully
some
charged.
factors in connection with the competitive situation. And finally, we would look at the rest of the marketing mix to ensure that the choice of place corresponds with how French Cakes Corporation wishes to be positioned in the minds of customers. We have now established the purpose of distribution strategy, what it is, and why we need to know about it, and we have established that there are many factors which we need to look at before we can decide on the best place to distribute our product or
Wherever
service.
Yellow Jacket went,
So let's
it's
move on.
likely Kingpin and Ultron are there as
In
well.
addition to the factors we
We're
have
going
just
with you.
discussed, we as
And we're
marketers
gonna
have some
finish
additional
this.
tools and theories we can use to guide us when determining which distribution channels to use.
Here
These will
comes
not be described in
Kingpin's
detail in
cannon
this
fodder.
video, but let us just
They're
introduce an
trying to stall us.
overview of some of the
Let's
tools
make
and
this
theories
quick.
we might want to use. We would determine whether we're dealing with consumer, B2B,
Locking on.
Okay, we're gonna talk about this big thing. You have three types of distribution, okay? Intensive, selective, and exclusive. That's right. Do you know the difference between the three?
The fork in the road.
All right, let's
Should we
just
split
make sure
up?
you understand this.
If we do, we
All right,
get
intensive distribution is what you see most of the time on a daily basis, all right?
I can
Intensive
get two
distribution
heartbeats
means
nearly
a
identical
company
to
is
each
trying
other.
to get that product
To the
to
right.
anyone that's willing to sell it, all right? So if I were gonna sell soccer balls, right, I would sell it to anybody online. Yeah, you gotta relate. Soccer balls, I can put it in what, like Dick's, I can put it in Champs, I can put it in all the sporting stores, I also can put it online. You go anywhere you want and sell those, okay? Alright? That's intensive. That's intensive distribution, okay? Alright. So intensive, we're selling to anyone that's willing to carry the product.
The most relaxing farm game of 2022.
Alright, selective. It's like you just want to give the product to anyone. You're very choosy about who you're gonna allow to sell it.
So we're gonna choose like a store that has a lot of customers.
A lot of covers, maybe specific
They never
customers,
learn.
right? So, give me an example,
Don't play this game review.
Best Buy would be good for electronics, right? They want it to go to Best Buy because they get exclusive, they get selective distribution to them because they do a good job selling the product, right? Computers, TVs, appliances,
Don't play
things
this
like
game
that.
review.
Okay?
Leave this to me.
Don't worry about that. And then we've got exclusives. Exclusives, these things are very strict, almost like. That would be, is there a product you can think of that's only sold at a certain place?
I'm enjoying.
That would be exclusive. Okay?
So the first one,
No one's above the law.
whatever.
Intensive.
Yeah, intensive.
Yep. Intense, all over to anyone. Selective, we're choosing certain people. Exclusive means only that person can sell that product. Steel chainsaw, you know, chainsaw steel,